Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's edition of 6 Minute Saturday. I'm Tina Powell of C-Suite Social Media, here to bring you great marketing tips to help you grow your business and protect your business. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about 50 million users hacked on Facebook, including you and me. So here is what to do. Just give me a second. I'm going to set the timer, and hopefully if I run over just a little bit, I do apologize for that. I'm really going to try to be within the 6 minutes and have everything on the screen as well. So even if you want to shut off at 6 minutes, I promise that I'll at least have all the tips there so that you can have it within that 6 minutes. How does that sound? Okay, so then let's get to today's. Sorry it takes so long sometimes. Okay, 6 minutes on your market, set, go. Wow, 50 million accounts hacked on Facebook, including yours and mine. How depressing is that? This news came out yesterday. Today's date is September 29th. This came out yesterday. It's really totally frustrating. I admit I'm not happy about it at all. But at the same time, if you're like me and you're dependent on Facebook for your business and for your family relationships, and because there's other interests, other groups that you belong to, getting off of Facebook is not at all an option for me. So I wanted to tell you what I was doing, and hopefully you can take some of these tips and you can use them too. In addition, before we get started, I do want to say that I'm also, one of my clients is FCI. I'm wearing their shirt today, FCI Financial Computer in Bloomfield, New Jersey. So not only do I use these tips, but I also too have FCI as my provider of cybersecurity. So as you're thinking about these tips, understand that I'm doing a two-pronged method here of protecting my account. Okay, so here it is. It was hacked yesterday. This is absolutely a disaster. I encourage you to read Thomas Brewster's report on it, actually what happened here, and you can find his report on Forbes. Go there now. He discusses it in detail. In addition, you can also check out Facebook. This is their investor relations, and here's the latest article on the New York Times. Specifically, it was a vulnerability with this flaw. Let me just kind of switch my screen right now, and I'll show you where that was. Here we go. Just give me a second. Getting back to Chrome and then getting back to Facebook. So if I'm on my page right now, and if you look over here where this ellipse is, I can do a view page as a visitor. So it was something to do with a view as feature. And again, Thomas's article in Forbes really helps to explain that. So let's get on exactly what to do. So I hope that you find these strategies helpful. And these were some things that I actually put in place before this hack, and I'm gonna kind of go through it with you. So here, the first thing is that, let's get to this. You need to change your Facebook password. If you were like me, my account was automatically turned off, and I could tell by my phone when I went into Facebook, I had to sign back in. What I did was I not only signed back in, but I reset my Facebook password. I also reset my Facebook password to a password that I don't use on anything else. I wasn't doing that. I didn't have that in place anyway, too. I wasn't using a password on Facebook that I was using on like Twitter, let's say. It was its own password. And I also used a password manager like LastPass, actually, and I use that through my cybersecurity firm, FCI. Although you don't have to do it, you can get your own license for LastPass, but you should make sure that you use a password setting. So first thing you want to do, reset your password in Facebook, set it to a password that you're not currently using anywhere. Make sure that it's unique and that it's strong. Number two is consider using a password manager like LastPass. Next, number three is I want you to check your general account settings. You can find them here. So if you've noticed that I have that big red arrow, that's where you're going to find the drop-down menu for the general account settings. And you'll notice that I have your pages that's blocked out for the privacy of my clients whose page I manage. But here you go. I want you to kind of go through these this screen as well. Your username, your contact, your ad account contact, You'll see what I mean. Make sure that this is set up properly, and this is going to directly route to your email address and cell phone. So I want to make sure that that's correct in there. So please make sure that you view that. More importantly, or as important, is here. This is the screen that you need to log into. So you'll see right on the left, it says security and login. These are the things that you need to check. Number one is where you're logged in. Now, right now, mine only has the two, right? My PC and my iPhone. However, I guarantee that if you've never checked this setting before, you are going to be very, very surprised that it's going to be a laundry list really, really long. Make sure that you're logged out of every place except for the 2 or 3 places that you need. Next, you're going to change that password. We already talked about that. And here, 2-factor authentication. Please, please use 2-factor authentication. It's not hard. You can manage it. It's basically that before you log into Facebook, when you do anything, they're going to require that you get a code from your phone to input into your account. Okay. The next is, see that authorized logins? I also want you to open that. I'm not going to open it right now because this is my private confidential data, but I am sharing you with what you need to do. Then I want you to get to the setting up the extra security. Get alerts about unrecognized logins. Again, anytime that somebody's logging in with my Facebook account, I'm getting a notification directly from my directly on my mobile device when that happens, and I want that to happen to you as well. The other is that I do. Okay, so 6 minutes is up. So if you have to leave this broadcast, go right ahead. I'm going to go on for a few more minutes because this is really, really important. So the setting up the extra security, choose the 3 to 5 friends to contact if you're locked out. I also want to make sure that you have that as well too. Okay, so you're going to go to the security login page, and you're going to click on every single box that you find here. I want you to expand it, and I want you to check everything. So the next time you're on Facebook, yes, it's great to wish somebody a happy birthday and do what you need to do, but before you do that, again, this is a hack. You need to take this stuff really, really seriously. This is no joke, no joke. You need to make sure that you double check all of your settings on Facebook, and that's going to require time. I guarantee it's going to be at least half an hour, 45 minutes, even an hour if you've never done it before. Let's get to the next screen. And okay, this is also too another big thing. I did this I did a whole sweep of my account a few months ago, back in March, as you can see. But under apps and websites, you are going to remove data access to third-party websites. And you're probably not aware that you have all of these configured. At least I wasn't. And then I went and I eliminated everything. Absolutely everything. So I eliminated my access to Pinterest, to LinkedIn, to Waze, all of this stuff. And when you are on these third-party apps, a lot of times that you're not even aware that you've given permissions. It's happened so quick. Even OpenTable too, if you're posting a review or something like that. That was another one that I eliminated. Yelp I eliminated, Core I eliminated, TripAdvisor I eliminated, the whole shebang. Just eliminate everything. Be on the safe side, and you can see that once it is removed, if I go to the top there, you'll see active, expired, and removed. After you think that you remove it, do me a favor and just go in and just check it. This is a really, really important thing. Just remove everything. And last, as a final precaution, and I promise not to keep you this long, but this is super important. I want you to check your bank balances every single day. Please check those bank balances, okay? Because the ultimate or the end all game for the hackers is to be able to get your your financial data and to get your money. So check those bank balances and your credit card statements every day. You'd be surprised. Hacking doesn't mean that somebody's going to withdraw $10,000 from your account. It could be as little as like $53, and they're in small increments. I've seen it. It's happened to me. So please make sure that you're checking every single transaction in all of your bank accounts and all of your credit cards. The next thing that I'm going to tell you to do, and if you didn't already do this from Experian earlier this year, this is something that I did even before that hack. I was so grateful that I did, is to freeze your credit at the 3 credit reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Don't worry, because if you do freeze it and you need to unlock it, because let's say that you're getting a car loan, you're applying for a new mortgage or something like that, you can always unfreeze it for a certain period of time, and you could also unfreeze it for a certain for any one of those agencies down there. Okay, so I hope that you found this valuable. Let's kind of just go back and let me just review. So yeah, over 50 million people hacked, including you and me. Please assume that you were hacked, even if you don't think you're hacked. I want you to do this anyway. Change your Facebook password to a password that you're not using on any other site. Consider using a manager, a password manager like a LastPass or a RoboForm. Organize your passwords and give you also to really complex passwords that you can use. Number 3, within Facebook, you're going to check your general account settings. I showed you how. You're also going to go back and you're going to check your security and your login information. You're going to see where you're logged into. If you haven't already used enable two-factor, multi-factor authentication, you're going to do that. And you're going to set up some extra security measures. As a fifth step, you're going to check your apps and your website. You're going to remove data to all access, all third-party websites. Just get rid of everything. And then lastly, you're going to check your bank balances and your credit cards every single day. And as a final precaution, you can freeze your credit at all of the credit reporting agencies. And a final measure that I didn't put in there as well is that, you know, consider guarding your own private data and working with a cybersecurity firm such as FCI. There are great ones out there as well. And I just want you all to take this seriously. I hope that these tips have really helped you. And if you need to reach me for any reason, you can get to me at tina@csuitesocialmedia.com. And yes, even with the hack, you can still find me on Facebook as well at C-Suite Social Media, and all of the other social profiles I listed as well. Everybody have a safe Saturday. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.